I'm Lynn Hartman, live streaming to you from my back porch. Get some drinking water and perhaps a couple of kettlebells. I got a 20, a 10, a 15-pound dumbbell. That's about everything you're going to need. You can do this with body weight only, and it's an excellent workout still. If you've never done strength training, please consult your physician before you do this or any new exercise program. We're going to get started with about 2 minutes of limbering and then timed intervals of 45 seconds each to practice these 7 exercises that we'll do 3 rounds of loaded up, 1 round body weight only. And as I said, you can continue with body weight only or stop and rest whenever you need to. There's no jumping required. This is low impact, meant to be high intensity. I was trying to warm up my weights because it's cold on the back porch here. Trust your instincts. If anything hurts while we're doing this exercise, please reduce the range of motion or go back to the last thing that didn't hurt. Just keep moving at your own pace. And widen out that march. Maybe do a little sinking into a mini squat. Remember, brace or contract your core muscles and breathe. As we limber up for just a couple minutes, it'll get us ready for more. Excellent. So just limbering up for a few minutes, 2 or 3, and then I'll set the timer on so we can practice our 7 exercises, body weight only, because form is important. Maybe lengthen out those legs, get a little dynamic hamstring stretch or whatever moves you, gets you ready. You can do a 1, 2, 3. Woo. Awesome. I'm going to put that timer on so we can try our 7 kettlebell exercises. We're going to do 3 rounds loaded up. This first round is simply body weight. 3, 2, 45 seconds. Go. Starting with our kettlebell swing. We'll have our kettlebell here. Feet nice and hip width or wider. Back is flat. We're going to reach back for the tailbone and then shove the hips forward. There's a small bend in the knees. Swings, kettlebell swings, are not a lift. They're a swing, and you're driving your hips back and then forward. Core is braced. It's a pretty quick exercise. 10 seconds. Because it's a swing, not a lift. We're not using our back. We're keeping our core strong. And as you heard, now we've got 15 seconds of active rest. So keep marching. Sip water if you need. The next of our 7 exercises are going to be goblet squats. We'll hold our kettlebell by the horns or our hand weights or our jug of laundry detergent. That'll work like a kettlebell. 1 gallon is a little over 8 pounds. Some of the larger jugs that you might have in your house would be 2 gallons, and that would be a little over 16 pounds. You don't have to have a lot of equipment. But this goblet squat is a great squat, keeping our head and chest lifted, and a shoulder press together. I didn't mention earlier, you always have the option of just doing the upper body or just the lower body. Great, that was our second of 7 exercises. We're reversing, warming up with our body weight only. The next one's tricky, so Romanian deadlift, single leg. You might need to use a wall or a chair or a table. We're going to use our right leg, and we're going to hinge at the hip and then squeeze it under. This particular exercise is just going to be body weight. Just lower body. The core is working very hard to not rotate, to balance. And let's try some with the left leg. We'll do the first round with the right leg, second round with the left leg, and then we will alternate on that final round. Romanian deadlifts are great for balance, but like I said, if you need a chair or something to grab onto, that's fine. Fourth exercise are side lunges with triceps overhead. So we're going to have our kettlebell or our hand weight there. We're going to hinge, getting our hips right over our knees, and then extending the arms. With these overhead tricep extensions, try to keep your elbows pointing towards the ceiling. With these side lunges, try to get your hip behind the knee. Toes ideally are pointing straight ahead. Hey, if you have trouble with side lunges, you're welcome to just do a squat with a tricep to overhead press, or just the overhead press, or just rack the weight and squat. Just keep moving, but don't let the elbows flare out with that tricep extension. All right, fifth of 7 exercises are deadlifts with upright rows. Deadlifts are our biggest, strongest lift traditionally. So brace, slight bend in the knees, reach for an imaginary line in front of the toes, drive your hips forward, and then slide the weight up your body. With upright rows, you want to keep the weight close to your torso, and the elbows should lead the way. If it hurts your shoulders, you can just reduce the range of motion, or just do the deadlift.
10 seconds.
If you don't like the deadlift, you can just do the upright row. There you go. So, 6th exercise of the 7, body weight only. These are reverse lunges, that is stepping back with bicep curls. Pace the other arm on the body. Hip width stance. Let's go ahead and just step back with the right leg first. Then the second time we'll step back with the left leg. And on our final circuit, we'll alternate. Let's try stepping back with the left leg now. Note, the arms are pasted on the body. We want to stay in this range where we feel the resistance on those biceps. And then we'll finish off
10 seconds
with alternating. So you could try all those. Reverse lunges are really good, but if they hurt your knees, you could try a forward lunge, or just skip the lunge, or just do an isometric dip. Our final exercise will be a rolling plank. We'll be on our mat. If you can tolerate this high, long plank, you're going to do a push-up in the middle, and then roll to the side, and then come back, control, push-up, and roll to the other side. That's a lot. So here are some modifications. You could be in your your low, long plank, and skip the push-up. Keep the hips down, breathe. Or you could try a plank up,
10 seconds,
and down. Alternate the arm that you go up with.
Rest.
And we'll be getting started with 3 rounds of weighted exercise in just about a minute and a half. Hey, while you're getting this little rest break, get your weights that you're going to need. Have a sip of water. As I told you before, I'm in Yellow Springs, Ohio. I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm also a group exercise instructor, have been since 1989. And before that, and always, I've just been a sports enthusiast. And yeah, so let's get ready. Our interval of rest is about to end, and we'll start to load up these exercises. One of the reasons I like strength training is it keeps me in shape for the sports that I like. I like softball and volleyball. Softball's kind of probably my lifelong best sport, but I love basketball and I love soccer too. I don't play basketball and soccer as much anymore, but I just hope that this workout is helping you do all of the really cool things that you like to do. This is basic training for life, okay? So let's get ready. We're going to do 3 more rounds. Make sure you got your stuff ready. We're going to start with a kettlebell swing in 10 seconds. You'll hear a 10-second warning too. Not a warning, but when we're almost done. I'm going to grab my 20.
Start.
We're going to reach for the tailbone and then drive the pelvis forward. Breathe. Keep your core tight. By bracing your abdominals, you're supporting your back. You're doing the work from your hips. But remember, drive your feet actively into the floor as you drive your hips
10
forward.
seconds.
Automatically, your knees will drive back. Woo, this is a good one to get your heart rate up. Excellent. We got a 15-second break. Then we're going to go to our goblet squats. Holding the kettlebell by its horns. Keeping our elbows close to the body.
Start.
Descend with control. Press up. Ooh, I'm hitting the ceiling, y'all. My back porch has a slightly slanted roof. As you come down, keep your head and chest lifted. It may not be in your safe, comfortable range of motion to tap your knees, but see how low you could go. For sport, we have to get really low, so I'm practicing a really deeper squat.
10 seconds.
Finish strong.
Rest.
Good. We're going to do our RDLs next. Right leg only. There's no shame in using a balance check. I'm going to use a wall here. Weight in my right leg. Weight in my right arm. Back is long. Think of pulling up on the arch of your right foot to enhance your balance. You can try it with both arms. I'm just going to use the right arm with the right leg on this first weighted round. Romanian deadlifts, single leg, are really good for where the glutes tie into the hamstrings.
Rest.
All right, I felt that. Hopefully you are too. If anything hurts, back off. Going into our side lunges. I've got a weight that I'm going to hold like this. Nice wide toes forward, side lunge. Stance. Getting that hip behind the knee. Side lunges are good for inner and outer thighs. Tricep overhead extensions. Well, they're good for the triceps. Keep your elbows from leaning out. Try to point them to the ceiling.
10 seconds.
Modify it if you need to, just squat. Awesome.
Rest.
All right, moving on to our deadlifts. It's our heaviest lift. You could have dumbbells, one in each hand, or a kettlebell. I wish I had a 30. Maybe Santa will get me a 30-pound kettlebell. Remember, hips go back, drive forward, support the lower back before the upright row. Breathe. A deadlift is, as I said before, most people's heaviest lifting. That's how you get down and pick up a very large, heavy item in real life. And upright rows are how you put that weight up on a shelf or a table. So this is a very functional exercise.
Rest.
And we're going to do our reverse lunges. Now, I'm going to try both arms and just the right leg stepping back. Pace those upper arms on your body, y'all. And the right leg steps back as I curl. Try not to let the weights just hang at the bottom, then you lose the resistance. Likewise, try not to just rack or balance the weight at the top. You're still using extra weight on your lower body, but we want those biceps to be getting stimulus.
10 seconds.
So stepping back with the right leg only. I'll remind you next round, but we'll do the left leg.
Rest.
All right, final exercise of this round. Tricky. Do your best with these rolling planks with a push up in the middle. Inchworm it out. Set up high or low and long. Do your best. Push up in the middle is optional. Nice long spine. Rolling planks with a push-up in the middle are really good for chest and tricep and front body and obliques.
10 seconds.
Woo! Take your time getting up. A little cat-cow. And we'll have a 2-minute break. Let me see what's going on out there on my email. See if anybody's trying to talk to me right now. Hey, if you're joining me now or you're joining me whenever you can, it's all good. This is our 45-minute power lunch kettlebell exercise class. Looks like there's at least one person. All right, so catch your breath, get some water. As I told some of the folks that come to this class when we meet outdoors, I'll be working on beefing up the playlist so that there's at least 5 or 6 45-minute workouts and likewise 5 or 6 30-minute workouts. So you can really, kind of schedule them into your workday. Hence the title Power Lunch. There's also tons of stuff out there on my channel and our community access cable channel in Yellow Springs, Ohio, that you could do with a chair. It's more suitable for moderate to low intensity interval training, and those are 60-minute workouts. There's also some line dancing instruction and Zumba, but let's get ready. 2 more rounds of weighted exercises and 10 seconds Get set up for your kettlebell swings. Remember, brace, breathe, and reach for the
Start.
tailbone as you push your hips. Your tailbone goes back, and then tuck it under with a nice squeeze at the top. Breathe. Remember, the move comes from your hips. Drive your feet down. As you drive your hips forward, squeeze your glutes.
Ten seconds.
Remember, 10 seconds means you can take it easy if you want. Great. Okay.
Rest.
Goblet squats coming up. If you got hand weights, you can hold one in each hand. If you're holding one kettlebell, it's by the handles, horns. Squat a lot, squat a little. Just don't do diddly squat. See what your full, safe, comfortable range of motion is with your squats. Do keep the head and chest up. Do keep the weight close to your vertical body line.
Ten seconds.
From the side. Yeah,
Rest.
awesome. Okay, single leg Romanian deadlifts. This time, left leg bears the weight. Left arm too. There you go. Yeah, here we go. Brace, breathe, hinge at the hip, return. First couple of these are always an exercise in balance and faith. Feel free to use a chair, a wall, or a sturdy banister as a balance check. Pulling up on the arch of the foot, grabbing the floor will help your balance and strengthen your feet. Ooh, those are hard. All right, side lunges. Overhead triceps extension. Remember, I'm using this kind of as a spacer. Don't let your elbows wing out. Nice wide stance. Hinge, getting that hip, tailbone behind the flexing knee. Squeezing, isolating the movement to the elbows, just hinging, reaching for the nape of the neck, reaching for the ceiling. This is a hard one to keep the head and chest lifted on. Do your best. Woo. Wow. All right, deadlifts. I've got 2 12s. I think I'll try it with different weights. Here's what it looks like from the side, y'all. Hinge at the hips. Reach for an imaginary line in front of the toes. And then row. Brace your lower back by contracting your glutes at the top and contracting your abdominals. Remember, drive your feet into the floor as you squeeze your hips forward. The power and the lift comes from your glutes. Awesome. Now we've got reverse lunges, bicep curls. 2 weights or 1 weight in both hands. We're going to step back with the left leg, y'all. Left leg, reverse lunge only. Whoop. Had to check my balance. Remember, try to keep some tension on the biceps. I had to remind myself not to just rack it and balance them at the top. That is cheating your biceps out of work. (90-90) at the knees and hips is the goal for our reverse lunges, but that might not suit everybody. All right, this is our final exercise of this round. Come down to your mat. Do your best long, high plank. Control. Push-ups optional. Rotate. Keep the body long. Don't rush through these. Control each pose. These are hard. Remember, you can come to your forearms.
10 seconds.
And roll. Or you can do it up, up, down, down. Woo. Take your time getting up. You're gonna get a sip of water. We're gonna do it one more time, y'all. Woohoo! I like strength training because it's very effective for the time that we put in. We want a big return on our exercise efforts. So body weight only, this is still a great exercise program to build muscle, to build bone density, to build balance, to get great hormones for your brain and body, to just feel better. I can't tell you how much of a difference regular strength training on non-consecutive days of the week, so that your body can rest and recoup its losses and build back better. No politics meant to be there. But yes, we've got another minute of rest. Get your water, recover your breathing. So even just 2 strength workouts per week, that would be great. If you go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you miss Friday, it's okay. Try to get some aerobic activity every day. And then if you do Monday and Wednesday and you miss Friday, you also have Saturday, and still you can get that day of rest in between your strength workouts with Sunday. Ta-da! So here's to the best exercise, which is the ones you do. Let's do it. Okay, round 3. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to your form. If anything hurts, reduce the range of motion. If you're tanked out with energy, breathing, no worries, just slow down. Let's grab our weights for our kettlebell. Swing,
Start.
go. Back is long and strong. Drive the hips. If you want to get a little more out of this, don't let it float at the top. Pull it back. That will change your balance, so be careful. Feet are pushing into the floor. Feeling strong? Breathe. Squeeze those hips.
10 seconds.
Whew. All right, breathe. Remember, on this final round, you might need extra time. So if you want to take a little rest at the 10 seconds left, go for it. Goblet squats, aka squats with shoulder presses. Go as low as it feels comfortable for you. Oh, and you can still get back up from. This is hard work. I'm not gonna lie.
10 seconds.
That's why I'm gonna take a little break here. All right.
Rest.
Romanian deadlifts. This time we're gonna alternate legs, okay? If you want to, hold the weight in both hands. Retract your shoulder blades. Starting with a narrow squat, a narrow stance, helps when you transfer your weight. Keep your back strong and long. Keep your brace on your abs. Pulling your belly button up towards your backbone. Don't rush,
10
especially
seconds.
on the descent. Control, going down, power up. Whew.
Rest.
Huh. All right, we're gonna do our side lunges with our overhead tricep extension. Toes ideally straight ahead, but if you need to turn them out a little, that's fine. Elbows point straight up. Four. I'm counting reps, just curious. 5. Oh heck, I lost track of counting.
10 seconds.
I think that was 11. Woo, the triceps.
Rest.
Woo. All right. I'm gonna go for a little bit more weight on this one. I think I did this last time. Deadlifts, upright rows. Squeeze. Open your chest a little at the top. I'll show you that from the side. Don't rush this, especially on the way down.
Seconds.
All right, we're moving.
Rest.
We are doing it. All right, we got our reverse lunges with bicep curls. This time, alternate the legs. Face those arms to the body. Step back. Stand tall. Step back, other leg. Stand tall. Remember, keep going. We're going to keep that upper arm, both upper arms paced into the body so the work is happening at the bicep and not the shoulder. You can do just the legs. If your arms aren't getting to the end of their fuel source, feeling quivery, a little burning
10 seconds.
in the target muscles, that's natural and normal. But sharp, sudden shooting pain, no. All right, last set of rolling planks. We got this. Do your best. Push-ups optional. Side is, the rotation is really important. So, If push-ups and a high plank position aren't working for you, you can come to your low and long, and you can rotate. Control. Tuck the tailbone. You can try it. Up, up,
10 seconds.
down, down. On the other side, if you're not ready for push-ups. Woo. Woo, good news.
Time.
We're gonna slow down, but we're not gonna stop. We're gonna work on the core, butts and guts, just a little more. We'll do some bicycles and some bridges. Okay, and then we'll do a series of stretches. So hang in there and get some water. If you have it nearby, you can just stay on your mat because the rest of the class will be on the mat. We'll start in a supine or face-up position for our bicycles. Remember, you can do them with the whole body or just the upper body or just the lower body. I'll show you in a minute and a half or so. You usually have to open your water bottle, put the drink. All right. We just got a few more minutes of this class. We'll try to do 5 minutes of floor work, 3 to 5, and then 3 to 5 of stretching and paying attention to our breath. By the way, these are suggestions. You might have stretches and core exercises that your physician or your therapist or anybody on your medical team may have taught you to do. Those are the best for you. You know you. I want to get ready for our bicycles. And then we'll need to have our weights around if you want to weight up our glute bridges. We're doing one leg. Oh, let's do the glute bridge first. We'll make a glute bridge sandwich. Glute bridge on the outside, bicycles in the middle, glute bridge on the other side. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, bring your water. Come to the floor. This time we'll count reps. Why not? I'm going to use my 20-pound weight coming down to the ground. You're going to rest it on a contracted abdomen, just above the pubic bone, below the navel ideally. Put all your weight, center your right foot on the mat, right in line with your spine. Left leg can go up or cross over. And we're going to push that full right foot into the floor. Pushing up as high as you can get it. Maybe walk your shoulder blades together. As you come down, keep that posterior pelvic tilt. These are great for the hamstrings. That's 2. Exhale up. 3, 4. Let's shoot for 12, y'all. 5. You can do more if you want. 6. You can do less if you want. Do your best. 7, 8, 9. Keep that posterior pelvic tilt. Don't let the tailbone go down as you lower your pelvis. Okay, I think we hit our mark. Both feet on the ground, weight to the side. Cup your ears. See if you can push your lower back to the mat as you push one leg out and then the other. If you can do that without any compromise or pain in the lower back, keep it up. If you can't, tuck your hands behind your pelvis to help with that posterior pelvic tilt. If you can do all that, we're going to rotate and lift the upper body opposite elbow toward the knee. You don't have to touch. You do get to breathe. I highly recommend breathing. Going slow makes it harder. Hold the navel in. Do your best. Right, left is 1. We've already done about 12. Let's finish with about 3 more. Those are hard. All right. Finishing off with the left leg, single leg glute bridge. So center your left foot in line with the spine. Walk your shoulder blades together. Support with a contracted abdominal. You can cross the right leg over the left or put it up. Here we go. Keep that tailbone tucked under at the bottom. Glute bridges are also excellent hamstring strengthener. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're almost at time with the music. 11. See if you could get one more. 12. Awesome. Woo. One last little sit up if you like. So we can put that weight out of the way. Maybe grab a sip of water. And we get to stretch. We're going to do a supine series. That means flat on our back. We'll do it first with the right leg and then with the left. So, take your time. Tuck your tailbone under, pull your navel in, and go back as slow as you can. This is a negative or reverse crunch. Actually, sort of. All right, get comfortable there. Get your right leg up in the air and roll that right ankle. Nice big flowy circles. Keep going. I'm going to turn that music down teensy tiny. Take the other direction with your circles if you haven't already with your ankle circles. Great. Now, you can extend the left leg and support that right leg in the air. And draw the knee a teensy closer to your chest, allowing it to bend. Hold it steady there and see if you can straighten the leg as you exhale. Feel that stretch develop. If your limb lengths and your flexibility permit, you might be able to reach your toes. Oh, I can't, barely. A strap would be a great prop here. Relax and dorsiflex the toes towards the nose. And then the leg. Draw that left knee up and place the right ankle on the left thigh. Draw the left knee towards your chest. Guiding your hands through that figure 4. The space between your legs and feeling a good stretch on the piriformis and external hip on the right side. Relax your neck. Breathe. Bring your arms out into the T position. Root your shoulders firmly into the floor as you rotate slowly. The right leg's going to rotate. The right hip, well, the hips are going to rotate. And the right foot may touch the floor or not. Take a deep belly breath, ribs, chest expanding too. Exhale and look away from your knees towards your outstretched right arm. Enjoy the stretch or do your own stretches. Look towards the ceiling again, brace before you rotate. Now let's put the right leg down and the left leg. We'll do that whole series starting with the ankle circles, supporting behind the left leg. So glad you're taking time out to do some excellent exercises. Switch directions with that ankle. Great. Now, drawing the knee a little closer to you. You can extend the left leg or keep it bent. Whatever feels best to you. Hold that left thigh right where it is as you extend the left leg. Take your time with this. See what works best for you. Dorsiflexing that left foot develops a stretch, as does straightening at the knee-ish. or possibly reaching up to the toes. It feels better to me to have my right knee bent. Bringing that left leg, hooking it, resting the left ankle on the right thigh, drawing the right thigh toward the chest. Relax, but give a little bit of tension. Now stretching the external rotator cuff on the left hip. Breathe deep. Open your arms out to the sides in that T position. Exhale, slowly rotating that left foot toward the right side of your body. It may hang out or it may touch the ground. Find comfort with a deep breath. Exhale, look toward the left side of your body. And if you like, just keep your legs where they are and roll to your side and push up. We're going to be in a downward facing position for some yoga inspired stretches. Focus on your breath as you have your wrists below your shoulders and your knees below your hips. Inhale, lifting your tailbone in the back of your head. Exhale, tucking your chin towards your chest and your tailbone under. Repeat at your own effortless pace. You can even stretch your eyeballs. Eye muscles need exercise too. Looking up the wall when your neck is gone to its full, safe, comfortable extension. And looking at your collarbone when you get into your full, safe, comfortable flexion. Excellent. Okay. Let's do a runner's lunge or a lunge. You can have this knee down or up. This is an excellent stretch for that front leg, hamstring, glute, hip, and the rear leg, quadricep, hip flexor. Experiment with what works best for you. If it doesn't hurt, you may plantar flex that rear foot or keep it tucked under. And if it doesn't hurt, you can extend that hip a little bit further. Or maybe do a stretch towards the ceiling. Bringing hands back to the ground. Let's see if we can rotate our spine, the thoracic part, towards that front leg. So with our left hand, right leg forward, we're going to raise our right hand and look towards the ceiling. And hinge back and get another excellent hamstring stretch if you like. And then we'll get the other leg. Take your time. It's fair to help your leg up front. And play around with this runner's lunge or this lunge to find comfort for that rear knee. Or you can tuck that rear toe under and lift. See what works best for you today. Every day is different, yeah? If it feels good, nothing's hurting, you might get a little extra hip flexor, iliopsoas stretch. And we can finish in this position with our thoracic spine rotation. Breathe deep. Excellent. Let's bring that front foot back and ease up. Tucking our toes under, pushing our heels down, walking our hands towards our toes, noticing a nice hamstring stretch, and a little pedaling. And just like that, we're done. Excellent workout. Excellent to have you whenever you can. Oh, my hairdo got messed up. All right. Hey, take a deep breath. Stretch your chest. Open your chest. Deep breathing. A little bit of aerobic exercise every day. And power lunch with me on Mondays if you can. Or just use this YouTube channel whenever you like. Remember, however, every other day or non-consecutive days for 2 to 3 workouts with your strength training per week is best. All right. Thanks again, and keep it safe and simple.